perfect. These shocks are exactly the freaking same. What is up, guys? My name is Mark Santamaria. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RC vlog, guys. Today we're gonna play with the Traxxas Maxx Slash, only because I want to play with it, and it's freaking awesome. So what I want to work on today are the flaws that I saw when I first did the review. These aren't like engineering flaws, but I guess it's stuff that I would improve. So first thing, out of the box, for some reason, the Maxx Slash has like barely any front suspension. Like, it's almost all the way to the ground already. There's not much travel there. There's a few things I want to do to fix this issue. One, it doesn't have these little cool extended shock mounts on the arm on the front side. It has it on the back. It does not have it on the front arms. I want to put those little shock extenders on the front also. Also, I found out that the shock spring rates are actually different. On the front of the Maxx Slash, I don't know what the spring rate is. I think it's 1.15, but it's a lighter spring than in the rear. I think the rear is 1.4. So I want to put the 1.4 spring in the front. Also, the pistons are different. The front pistons actually have a bigger hole than the rear pistons, which is strange to me because in racing, typically you want the front of your car to be slightly stiffer than the rear of your car, which on the Maxx Slash, it's completely opposite. So I'm gonna get some stuff to make the car feel the way I expect it to feel, which is a little bit stiffer in the front, a little bit softer in the rear. And the way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna get the 1.4 springs for the front, then I'm actually gonna move the rear shocks to the front. That way the front has more pack since the piston holes are smaller. That might be a lot, but I'll explain after I get all the stuff because we're gonna head to the Traxxas store and get the parts I need. Guys. All right, guys, here is the part you want. Extended travel shock mounts, the lower shock mounts. This is going to give me more travel in the front. They have it in the rear of the Maxx Slash, but not in the front. But we're going to put it on mine, so we'll see how it works for us. Check this guy out. I've never seen this one. This is a TRX4 MT, and it's a bucking Bronco. I know who built it because it has so much Oakley on it, but that thing's pretty sick. Little mini E-Revo next to it with the response tires. Very cool. Ooh, that one's super cool too. Needless to say, the same guy did that body with all the Oakley on it. That looks so good. All right, guys, so I have everything installed. The springs and the shock extenders, they're right there. They're on the front and the rear right there. So the truck sits freaking perfect. Look at that. And then it actually has some bounce. So it's not just bottoming out. So this is actually a bone stock one. I mean, I just took this one out of the box. I did put batteries in here. This is how it sits out of the box. As you can tell, it's a little low, and then if I barely push, it's already hitting bottom. Now, with the extenders on there and the blue springs up front, I mean, it's not hitting bottom even if I push down. I mean, I think this is perfect. Now, for me to get the perfect ride height with a little bit of room on my preload, I needed to go on the outside of the arm here, so I'm basically as far out as possible. That gives me some room to make some adjustments on my preload, and it sets the ride height perfect. You can kind of see it. Golly, it's because I'm on a black truck, but I mean, that's perfect. Look, I'm pushing down, not hitting. Stock, hitting, not hitting. Look, and even from the side, it does look kind of low in the front from the side stock. Look at that. That's freaking perfect. All right, let's drive these things. If you're wondering why I didn't do it to my new Maxx Slash, it's because I have plans for this guy, and I'm really excited about the plans. You're gonna have to see it in the next video. Today, it's all about this, getting the setup right. Man, I'm stoked. Holy crap, guys, that dramatically improved the car. It feels like a proper race vehicle now. Out of the box, whenever you were on pavement and you would go really fast and slam on the brakes, you would actually feel it scraping on the ground. It does not do that anymore. All you hear is the beautiful sound of the tire squealing, which I love. I was a little apprehensive with these changes at first because I thought maybe there was a reason why they didn't put those shock extenders on the arm in the front. Maybe it was because it had too much body roll if you added them. I did not feel like there was significant change in the way the body rolled at all. Honestly, I feel like it felt better. It didn't roll anymore. I was even on the pavement doing like turns and it was still kind of just drifting. It wasn't like skidding or getting up on the edge or flipping over, nothing like that. So it didn't add much body roll. It just made the car feel so much better. And I think you need that suspension travel in order for the truck to work over the bumps well. My sidewalk jump is a little messed up. There's a little water buildup on each side of the sidewalk, so I wasn't able to hit it the way I wanted to hit it. I was also running on 4S, which I do feel like running it on 4S is better. You have plenty of power. The car feels way more stable. It doesn't feel like it's on the edge. On 6S, it's got so much power. It really does feel like it's on the edge the entire time. And it still has the speed where you're like, dang, this car's fast. After the changes, man, the truck is such a pleasure to drive. I recorded about 5 minutes of that drive, but I ended up running that entire battery down. And because it was on 4S, it didn't get too hot, it didn't thermal, and I had a crap ton of runtime. I was running the 6700 Traxxas battery. I ran it for like 20 minutes after I stopped recording. I just had so much fun. Now there is one last thing that I'm curious about. How it's gonna handle on the track now. All right, so I was curious about how this drove on the track. I figure why wait? Uh-oh, there's a little car that I'm about to run over at the end. Oh my God, I totally missed that jump. It's crazy that this thing actually gets decent traction. I guess the track is so dry. Oh, doesn't want to turn. Doesn't want to turn at all. I need a lap to get used to this thing. And the other thing I was doing was wrong is I had TSM on. So that's, whoa, maybe I do want TSM on. Jeez. All right, not gonna try to clear that triple. Just gonna take it easy there. I'm just gonna try to do laps without flipping over like that. Oh, almost just creamed that Bandit. Actually jumps pretty good. There you go, I can actually clear everything. I won't hit that triple on the right side. So needless to say, it pushed a little bit. It doesn't have the best steering, which it makes sense. It's a freaking massive car. But it definitely handles 10 times better than it does box stock on the track. Like you can actually get around. I would want to put a sway bar on it. They do offer a sway bar. And then maybe some better tires, because these tires are not good for this track. They're definitely good for like outdoor, maybe even pavement. I bet you I clear that triple. I should just go for it. Should I go for the triple, Sam?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
let me know when you do, so I'll stop.
I'm about to do it now. Right. I got a feeling it's gonna donkey kick. I'm gonna have to go way out. Oh my God!
Oh, yeah.
It makes it no problem. And it was actually level. It did not donkey kick like I thought it was. That means if I can hit that triple, I can definitely hit this one. Oh yeah, easy.
It's like an A-scale buggy.
It really is like an A-scale buggy. That little car in front of me is a Bandit, a box stock Bandit. I'll have a hard time catching up to him. It's just so nimble. I didn't hit you. Let me see. Let me see if I can get you, flip you over.
It's a box stock Bandit.
I'm gonna get a little more speed on this one.
Look at that!
Oh, really?
All right, now I definitely can help you out. I mean, I'll try if you want.
No, there's no way.